Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be learning about nouns. Once everyone seems to have a good understanding about what nouns are, I will have you all try practicing identifying nouns in sentences. So let's get started. A noun is a word for a person, place, or thing. To make it easy to understand, nouns are simply naming words. Nouns are something you can see, hold, and touch. If you cannot see it, hold it, or touch it, then it is not a noun. Let's look at some examples of nouns that are people. Tom, grandpa, and teacher are all examples of nouns that are people. Examples of nouns that are places are park, Mexico, and store. And examples of nouns that are things are dog, ball, and pencil. And those are just a few examples of what different nouns are. Now that you see a few examples of nouns, I will show you how to identify nouns in sentences. In the following sentences, I will point to every noun that is in that sentence. Let's look at the first sentence. The teacher left the classroom. I would point to teacher and classroom because those are the nouns in that sentence. Teacher is a person and classroom is a place. Let's look at the next sentence. Bob forgot his backpack at his house. Bob, backpack, and house are all nouns in that sentence. Bob is a person, backpack is a thing, and house is a place. The leftover words in that sentence are forgot, at, and his. Those are not nouns. Because those words are not a person, place, or thing, and they are not something you can see, hold, or touch. Now let's look at a few sentences together and try to identify the nouns in that sentence. Target is where my sister buys all her clothes. Will someone come to the smartboard and circle the nouns in that sentence, please? A student will come to the smartboard and identify target, sister, and clothes. Good job. Target, sister, and clothes are the nouns in that sentence. Target is a place, sister is a person, and clothes are a thing. Let's try another example. Number 2, Tony lives in California. Can I have a volunteer to come up and circle what they think the nouns are in that sentence? Student will come to the board and identify Tony in California. Class, do you think this is correct? The class would respond saying yes. You are right. Tony and California are the nouns in that sentence because Tony is a person and California is a place. Can I have another volunteer for this next sentence? My dog loves to swim in the lake. Circle the nouns in that sentence. The student would circle dog in lake. Dog is a thing and lake is a place. So those are the two nouns in that sentence. Let's go through this last one together. As a class, what do you think the nouns are in this sentence? Grandma goes to church every Sunday. Students will say grandma and church. Great job. Grandma is a person and church is a place. Great job, boys and girls. You guys seem to have a good understanding on what nouns are. Now I want everyone to practice identifying nouns on their own. I will hand out this worksheet for the students to complete. On this worksheet, I want you to circle the nouns in each sentence. Once you are finished, you may turn in your worksheet to the homework folder in the front of the room and then silently read at your desk until everyone else is finished. You guys may begin. I will walk around the classroom while the students are completing their worksheet and wait until all the students have turned in the worksheet to the homework folder. It looks like everyone has finished their worksheet, which is great. For review, can someone tell me what a noun is? And we'll call on a student who has his or her hand raised, and they would say a person, place, or thing, or something you can see, hold, or touch. You are exactly correct. A noun is a word for a person, place, or thing. Everything we can see, hold, or touch is a noun. We will review this again tomorrow and also learn the different types of nouns. It is time for math now, boys and girls, so please take out your math book and your math notebook and we will begin.